This is a trend that I think is actually very practical in its nature, so it's a very welcome trend. Well, hello there and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Ciara and I share videos on shopping for the best basics on the high street, how to build a capsule wardrobe. So if that sounds good to you, then do hit subscribe because I would love to have you back for more videos. So in today's video, I'm going to be breaking down the top 10 trends that we are going to be seeing in 2025 for handbags. As always, I will have everything linked right down in the description below, and I will also leave any discount codes that I have for you as well. I've been doing some really fun edits over on LTK, so if there are any of these styles or trends that really speak to you, you will find an LTK shoppable edit for handbags within that trend. So guys, I have done all of the hard work for you. Do not worry. Just sit back, enjoy, and let's talk about some of the upcoming trends for 2025. So the very first trend we're going to be looking at for handbags in 2025 is suede fabrics. This is no surprise. In 2024, this was probably the most popular fabric in terms of trending items, things that people were shopping and loving. It is such a gorgeous fabric to go for. In all of the trend reports for 2025 across clothing and handbags as well, we're seeing suede fabrics as being still super popular. So if you still have your eye on a suede handbag, I would definitely invest. You can get a suede protector spray on Amazon for, you know, around €10, and it actually really works. So all of my suede handbags, and I have quite a few, I spray them with this protector and then I'm sorted. So if you live here in Ireland or in the UK, we are definitely partial to some rain showers, and having a suede protector is very key. There really are so many amazing options for suede handbags on the high street right now, and there actually is something there for every single budget. Especially if you're going down the faux suede route, you can get something super affordable. But if you do want to invest in a beautiful quality suede fabric, I really recommend brands like Flattered. They have some beautiful totes and clutches in their gorgeous suede. I also really love Demelier for suede bags. They have this beautiful mocha suede fabric. It's super chocolatey, and I have their Vancouver crossbody in that finish, and it's so gorgeous. In terms of styling, suede handbags are actually really easy to work with. They offer a nice bit of interest to your outfit because they offer a little bit of texture. So if you're styling them with a minimal outfit and kind of neutral colors, or maybe even just a simple jeans and a t-shirt, adding a suede bag adds that little bit of interest. The texture often pops really nicely against your outfit. So if you're someone who loves neutrals, I mean, I highly recommend brown suede. Has been so popular and is going nowhere for 2025. But coming into spring summer, I do love the lighter suede colors as well. There is the Flattered clay suede clutch in that beautiful beigey color. I think is gorgeous to style for spring summer. And also I just recently spotted on Marks and Spencer, they have the cutest, it's a baby blue suede bag. I just know this is going to sell out. So if it is still available, I'm going to link it below, and if it is still available, I would snap it up. I need to buy it myself. So gorgeous. That baby blue color is so cute. The next big fashion trend we're going to see in handbags is the slouchy hobo style. Again, we saw this a lot in 2024. It started ramping up in terms of interest, and it is huge for 2025. So bags are definitely going more in that kind of shapeless, slouchy, oversized direction, and I for one love it. It's super comfortable. It's really practical. Now, when we think of this, we often think of the Coach Brooklyn bag. That's super popular. It's a gorgeous, slouchy, triangular shaped leather tote. But there are quite a few other options as well. If you wanted something for different price points, you have some really beautiful options on the high street as well. And of course, I will have some of my favorite ones linked below. I do think this slouchy style, especially for spring summer, is so chic. I love wearing a really simple pair of jeans and a t-shirt, and then just having a really slouchy leather tote. There's something very 90s kind of minimalism about it. It's kind of like model off duty. I just feel like it's really chic and kind of understated, and it's a trend that I absolutely will be styling for spring summer. So moving on, another handbag style we're going to be seeing a lot of is the bowling bag. Now this is also kind of called the doctor's bag as well, but it is basically that kind of robust round bowling bag style. So it's chunky, it's big, it often has that kind of skinny long strap attached to it, and we're seeing it from the likes of Miu Miu. They brought down lots of bowling style bags on the runway, and and it's really cool and different, and it's definitely a style that we haven't seen in the past few years. I have seen some really nice ones on the high street that I think would scratch that itch for me without spending hundreds and hundreds. Another style that is definitely very trendy that we're seeing so much more of for 2025 is the east-west style of handbags. And if you haven't heard about this, it's kind of a vintage style of bag. It basically has your elongated chamber and then your long shoulder strap. Lots of beautiful designer versions of these east-west handbags, but there are some gorgeous mid-range and also some high street versions as well. For a style like this, because it's a little bit angular and a bit almost awkward looking, I love the minimal black. I think it's really, really chic. Like the bowling bag, it has that elongated straps, that wide body. It's very minimal 90s, and I just think if you style it like that, it works really, really well. I will link my edit below with some shoppable styles, but I do think it's a very, very cool shape. Another big handbag trend we're going to be seeing for 2025 is the oversized work bag. So this is basically a move towards a more structured, bigger, fits everything but the kitchen sink kind of bag. With the popularity of the Rose Margot bag, Coach released their own version of like a big kind of, not so much a slouchy on the shoulder tote, but a large work style bag. So something very structured. One of my favorite examples of this is the new Demelier bag. They released a style called the Hudson. It is absolutely divine. It comes in a tan, a black, and also a chocolate suede. It's so beautiful. It's actually a really good price for how big it is. I think it comes in at under €700. It has a lot of nods to the large Hermes Birkins. It's a style that I think is trendy, yes, but also very practical in that so many of us want larger carry-all bags. I feel like for so many years, micro bags were very trendy, and although they're very fun, they're not the most practical. And as someone who often carries around a lot of stuff with them, I do like a big bag, or at least something that I can fit most of what I need for a day in. This is a trend that I think is actually very practical in its nature, so it's a very welcome trend. Another style of bag that we're going to be seeing so much of in 2025 is the bracelet bag. This is really a new handbag trend, and a great example of this is the Loewe bracelet bag. Really, really interesting style, something we haven't really seen before. It can be folded and worn almost as a wristlet cuff style bag. And I think this is so clever, and you can see nods of this in so many different bag styles. I think a great example of this on the mid-range luxury market is the Songmont Luna bag. So the Songmont Luna bag can be worn 4 different ways, and one of those ways is by turning it into a little dumpling bag. It clips in on itself and it can be worn just around the wrist, kind of like a little clutch bag. What you can also do is attach the shoulder strap and turn it into a further wristlet style, which actually wraps around the hand like a bracelet. And again, these bracelet or wristlet style bags, it's a very new trend. It's very modern, it's really fun, and it adds a lot of interest to an outfit. For me, I would imagine this working really, really well for, let's say, a summer holiday. If you're heading out in the evening on a summer's night and you have a little slip dress on and you just have your gorgeous little wristlet bag, like a small little style, maybe paired with some bangles or summery jewelry, I think it's so, so chic. Another trend we're going to be seeing so much of is the bag charm trend, and also handbags on handbags. Did see a lot of bag charms in 2024. We saw them on the runways of the big design houses. We saw them filtering through into the high street as well. We also saw a lot of really fun DIYs where people were taking pieces of jewelry or trinkets and key rings and things like that and basically personalizing their bags. And what we're seeing now is kind of like a follow on of that. A lot of the fashion houses took note and have released their own versions of bag charms. You can get some really beautiful handcrafted leather, really gorgeous handbag charms that you can add to your bags. Whether you want to go the super high end and go for the Hermes bag charms, or you want to pick something up on, let's say, an Etsy, you know, you can get some really quirky, cool things. And I think the main thing here is to add personality, you know, that it's really individual to you. You don't have to cover your bag in charms, but I think adding just 1 or 2 touches really adds a little nod. The other thing that I touched on is bags on bags. So this is like a handbag charm, but it's a smaller handbag. So we saw this a lot at the likes of Fendi. They have like mini bags hanging off their bigger bags. So it's like a micro bag on top of a bag, which is super fun. You can do this with coin pouches, wallets that have keychains on them. It's just adding those extra pieces and doubling up on your handbags. So feel free to kind of have a bit of fun with this. And like all of my trend videos, this is to be taken with a pinch of salt. It just serves as a reminder for what you already have in your wardrobe and how you can restyle them in new and fun ways. Another big trend we're going to see within handbags is the clutch. And this speaks to me because I love a clutch bag. We've been seeing a lot of really elongated clutches and I adore this style. I think it is so chic. The YSL, I think, is it their Manhattan clutch? It's this really long, patent, high shine, looks super vintage. It's definitely inspired by vintage 80s clutches. It's just so gorgeous. But again, if you don't want to spend the YSL price, there are so many great versions on the high street as well. De Melier have this gorgeous clutch. It's like elongated, comes in a smooth finish, a croc finish. It's so chic. And there are some other great versions on the high street as well. Alongside the elongated clutch, we are also seeing the oversized kind of folded clutch, and we're seeing this a lot, especially in suede fabrics. Now, one of my favorite clutches that I wear all the time is the flattered clay suede clutch, and this has that rolled fold over style, and it's so chic. There's something kind of dressed down and nonchalant about it. It looks great with a casual outfit, and I actually think it's completely opposite to the elongated clutch. I think the elongated clutch is dressy. It's very chic. It's very kind of Parisian evening out, you know, with a dressy outfit, whereas the folded kind of rolled suede clutch is very relaxed. It's kind of popping out and just having the clutch under your shoulder. Now, a great way to emulate this without buying something new is to style your slouchy bags like a clutch. A slouchy tote, maybe it's a suede one, maybe it's leather, and you fold it in and fold it down, you will end up with a folded rollover clutch. There are definitely ways that you can wear your bags and style your bags like you style your clothing to kind of achieve some of these trends. So it's just kind of about getting creative with it, which I love styling my clothes in multiple ways. So it's fun to think of how I can restyle my bags as well. Another style of bag that is big news for 2025 is the bucket bag. It's a classic style of bag, right? So it does come around all the time. It's nothing really new, but we're definitely seeing them have so much more of a moment. And how I think bucket bags have kind of changed is we're seeing a slouchy bucket bag instead of a structured bucket bag. We're seeing like a slouchy grab handle bag. And a great example of this, I know Hermes has a style just like this, and actually a great alternative to that if you didn't want to spend the Hermes price, Songmont have a beautiful bag with like a double handle strap in that slouch bucket style, which is so similar and really gorgeous too. And finally, another fashion trend we're going to be seeing in handbags for 2025 is the woven style of bag. Now again, this woven style we saw over the past few years, but what I'm seeing now is more of a artisanal handmade woven bag. So the perfect example of this is the Dragon Diffusion woven bag, and I have had this bag on my wish list for so long. It's so chic. My dream color is like the warm kind of coffee brown color. It's so gorgeous. And I found on Etsy there were sellers that were making very similar versions of these bags, and again, they're hand woven using beautiful leather for a really good price. So I was finding ones that were under the €200 mark, and again, very good quality leather, hand woven. So definitely check those out if you're interested. But I do think this woven style of bag, this kind of tightly woven leather, is something that we saw a lot of in summer of last year, and it's set to be huge for this year as well. So there you have it, guys. Those are 10 of the biggest handbag trends that we are going to be seeing for 2025. Please do let me know in the comments which trend or which bag is your favorite, if there are any that you have already, or which pieces are on your wish list. And of course, I will have linked in the description below all of the handbags, including any discount codes that I have. And I will also link my shoppable edits for these handbag styles as well, if you want to browse them on the high street. If you liked this video and you'd like to see more handbag style trend videos like this, then do give me a thumbs up to let me know. And if you have not already, then be sure to subscribe to my channel. I post new videos every single week, and I would love to have you back for more. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on my next one. Bye.